Alright, this is our second sig test. Order of operation, substitute the -2 in for the x and the x, and then just do please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So I must do the exponents first, since there's nothing to do inside parentheses, so I just skipped that one, went right to exponents. So -2 squared is +4, and now this is multiplication, so that becomes 12. This is multiplication. Negative and negative makes a plus. That's where most people made their mistake. So I have 12 plus 4 is 16, minus 1 is 15. -5 times -2 is 10. I must do what's inside the parentheses. And then I have inside the parentheses, I do the exponent first, so that's a +4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 minus 10 is -2. So I have 10 minus a -2 minus a negative means I'm adding 12. You've got to keep track of everything. You guys are writing sloppy, you're losing parts. My advice was always to circle it. If this is a y squared, then it's got to be y times y to be a y squared for the area. Okay, remember the area is the inside. A couple people switch these guys. Okay, so the area would just be 2y squared xy, 2x squareds, and a 1. Now the perimeter, you just count them up all the way around. The x, the x, the x, all the way around. Remember, this whole thing's a y minus the x. So you add them all up, you get 4x. Add up all the y's, you get 8y. Most people did very well on this one. The perimeter means all the sides added together, and it's a triangle, so it has 3 sides. The second side is 3 times as big as the first side, so the first side's 10, 3 times as big, gives you 30. The third side is 2 inches smaller than the second side. So take the second side, subtract 2, and that's how you get 28. Add them all together, you get the perimeter. Too small, so I guess 20, and that one worked. Just combine the like terms. All the x squareds add together, all the x's add together, all the ones by themselves add together. You've got to know that the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Base times height divided by 2. On this one, you have base times height divided by 2. The base and the height have to be 90 degrees with each other. They call that perpendicular. So there's my area of my triangle. The area of this big rectangle is base times height. And there we go. Combine them together, and that would be the total area. Combine like terms. Subtract 4 from both sides, and divide by the -2. Watch your negatives. People are losing it. And then to show a check, you plug in the 10 in for your x's, and that's what I did here. Multiply it out, combine like terms, you get -16 equals -16, so that's true, so I was happy about the check. Distribute this negative, so it's -x, -6. You got to distribute it to both of them. Combine like terms. Combine like terms. Subtract 14 from both sides. Subtract 2 from both sides. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. -9. 22 out of 40. 22 out of 40 is the same as something out of 100 or 1,711. Then I multiply by 1,711 to each side. So it's basically multiplying by 22 and then dividing by 40. Some of you cross multiplied. You can do that also. 40x equals 22 times 1,711. And divide by 40 on each side. And you can't have part of a person, so you round it.